Hello, dear student. This is Amir Khan, your social studies teacher. Today we will discuss about the factor that affect the climate. So last class we studied about weather and climate. We did differentiate between weather and climate, like weather is for short term and climate is for long term. Weather can be changed within a second, within a minute, within hours, or within a days. But climate can take time, like a month or a year. So these would be differentiate we studied in last class. So what are the factors that it will affect? First, you will learn about today's class is you will learn about the factor that affect climate. What are the factors that affect climate, and why different of the regions of the world have different climate? So this you will study. Definitely it come in our mind that weather and climates are the climate should be same, because why there in the world is flat and we have to look and why these are different climate in the world. So uh, but there are different factors that affect the climate. So you can list down the list downs of the factors that affect the climate. That is difference from the equator, altitude near to the sea, ocean current, rainfall, air pressure, and wind direction. These factors we will understand it today. So first of all, distance from the equator. Definitely you well known about equator is on the center point, which is on 0 degree of the earth, where the sun rays are direct to the equator. So what happening on these region, even the water body, even the land body, they get warm. You can look on the map over here that are of that are off on the equator region, the reddish color. You can look over here. Then when you will see gradually to the north part, you will look that how it change it, because now we understand that because of the equator that climate change. Like equator region there is hot, and when you go to the northern part there is cold. First, that altitude can also change the climate. That is like when you will look in surround of your area, when you will go outside from your home at Gilgit or in the another part of the northern part, then you will look over there in June and July, mostly in the mountain, in the tip of the mountain there is snowfall. Snows are still there. Why? Because of that altitude. It means there is cold, and in the down we are doing agricultural activities that is warm. You can look over here in this happening all over in the world, where are the mountains, a high altitude that affect. Like in downside of that, they have a round shape of trees. When you gradually go up at the altitude, you will find conical trees were there. When you will go at the tip of there is only glacier you will find. So it means there is difference of climate happening. So this is also the factor. Altitude is also the factor that affect the climate. And near to the sea, and we have look at over here the equator region, where the equator regions were very hot. But Karachi is also the region of the equator region. But what happening is it's near to the sea. As compared to Lahore, Karachi is not as much warmer as compared to Lahore. Why? Because Karachi has also near to the sea. Arabian Sea you will find in the southern part of Pakistan, which is near to Karachi. So what happening, if we will look on your page number 10, there is in July data and in January and July, and we will also define that differentiate. Like in January, Karachi were 18 centigrade. The same in January in Lahore there was 12 centigrade. And then when you will look on July, here you will find very cold region is Lahore, but Karachi is 18 centigrade. When you will come in July, there is 31 centigrade of in July, but in Lahore, in Karachi 31, and in Lahore there is 34 centigrade. So it means there is very hot region at the in Lahore. So this is happening because of near to the sea. It can also change the climate. And ocean current, you can look over here. The red one is showing warm and the blue color is showing cold. Mostly in the world of the equator region, the water bodies were very warmer. When they are going to the northern part or even the southern part, when it come back into its place, look at here, when you will look on the Gulf state, when the Gulf states of near to Brazil and or even in the Gulf state Mexico, when that currents are going to the north Equatoria, in the that region, so what happening, that water get cold when they come again back over here. So these are also when they are going with their surround of that currents were also getting effect of these climate. Then we come to the rainfall. If we well known about rainfall can also be effect of the climate. So like over here, if you will you well known about that, there is also vacant lands in the world, means the driest place in the world, and also very wet places in the world, like in Atacama, which is Atacama Desert, which is it is found in Chile, that is in the western coast of Chile, that is Atacama. It's considered to be the world driest place of the world. So it's considered to be measurable that rainfall was not there for last 100 years. Then we can also find the wettest place is about Cherrapunji, which is in India, in Assam. It is a driest place of the world. So you can look over here that rainfall can also change the climate. Then air pressure. Air pressure can also affect when you gradually going up. So you will find that air pressure can also change the climate. Then you will come to the wind direction. Wind, the places of where you, even in northern part of Pakistan, they are observing in winter time about the wind. So how it changed the climate, and it get where there is warm, it get cold. So wind can also, in the world we have find that mostly they are coming, like warm winds are coming going from the equator to the northern part, and from the cold wind, the cold winds are also coming to the southern part. So what happening, that affect the climate. So these were the factors that affect the climate. So now your home task is to define the weather and climate. Then you will find write in your own word, which you can also take help from the book and also from my lecture, and write in your own word the factor that affect climate. Then do you think of any other factor that affects climate? So thank you so much for listening me. Hope you will enjoy my lecture.